Hi everyone, this is Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In my previous video, I am explaining detailedly about the database architecture, whom and all involved in the database architecture. So in the administrator also, what is the role of that particular administration, role or a function of the administration? That only we're going to discuss in my previous video. In this video, we're going to discuss about the history of the database management system. So when the database concept has been evolved means it can be evolved in the year of 1950 and early 1960s. So for that thing, they are using a processing the data, they are using a storage as a magnetic tape can be used to storing that type of a data. Later stages, they are moved to the hard disk. Through hard disk, a direct access of that particular data in the year late 1960s and 1970s. So when the SQL can be evolved means what is a major thing can be evolved? The reason is for industrial standard only. They evolved there, they developed the query language that is a SQL. That is a for research purpose only they are using, and also majorly they can concentrate on a commercial systems in the year of 1980s. After that, they are going for a parallel and distributed database. So in that only a IBM. So who is the father of the database management system? Edgar F. Code. He is a worker in IBM. He only developed the relational database system. So after that only evolved as an object-oriented database. So these are the thing can be evolved in the year of 1980s. In the year of 1990s is a data going to be a larger. We need the decision support and the mining for an application, any type of an e-commerce or a web-based or a mobile-based application. Definitely we need the decision support for the mining. So in the year of 1990s only, a data warehouse has been developed. So why we are developing the data warehouse means for web commerce, e-commerce application and all, they are the stage of evolving period. So through that, they need the terabyte of data can be stored in the database. For that reason only, for taking that particular decision, for mining the terabyte of data warehouse data from the thing only evolved in the year of 1990s. So in 2000, data goes larger. It need a big data. We doesn't have a storage. So how we can access the big data and all that could be evolved in the year 2000s. So through that, Google can develop the big table. Yahoo can develop the peanuts. Amazon also required this thing. So in this period only, and now SQL is system can, that is a not only SQL, this is the less schema structure, and also it does not support the ACID properties, but in your SQL definitely it will be supported for the ACID properties. So through that only nowadays and all our banking sector, they are using a SQL databases for storing their own data. In the thing, the beyond the SQL, they are developed the NoSQL. In that big data analysis, they are going for the map reducing. It is supported in the Hadoop Hadoop framework, Hadoop ecosystem and all. We are having a basic thing is a HDFS, and map reduce is a basic thing. So this can be the evolved in the period of 2000. In the 2020, your SQL is reloaded to the multi-core architecture, a multi-core database system, parallel database system. So these are the majorly evolved the thing that is a map reduce system can be evolved, that is a NoSQL. Nowadays we are in a 2020 plus 20s. So here we are using a new SQL, that is a combination of SQL and the NoSQL. So already discussed about the three schema architecture in our DBMS. So this is the conceptual mapping in the view of a data. It will have an external schema, conceptual schema, and the internal schema. Schema is nothing but the overall architecture of a database. So that is the internal level, logical level, and the view level. That only we are describing like this. So what is the three schema architecture? Abdina? Internal view means how the data is internally stored. For example, employee database. My database is an employee. Their record is 60. Length of that particular database name is 60. So inside the thing, what type of an attribute I'm using, that will be employee number, name, salary, department number, and post. What type of a data type I'm going to use it over here. So that is an internal view. Either it will have a constraint, either it will have a offset value, everything we're going to describe it over here. So in a global view, that is a physical view, we're going to see only the structure. It is an integer, it is a name, salary, department number. In an external view, so what are the thing I'm going to show it to my user? That is an external view. Similarly, I can able to store employee number. It doesn't need the data type and all. Just we have to see these are the table. These are the data available in this particular table. That can be called it as an external view. For doing this thing, for constructing this type of a schema, definitely we are going for the database languages. Our database languages can be classified into 4 types. One is the DDL, that is the data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, DCL, data control language, TCL, transaction control language. So under that, you're having so many methods are there. During that particular method only, we can able to construct the database, as well as we're going to retrieve the data from the database in a relational model. So this could be having that thing over there. For doing this thing, definitely we have the components of the DBMS. Totally, we are having 6 components of a DBMS. One is we know the procedure. After that, we need what is a hardware, what is a software, how I can access the data, whom going to access the data, what type of language we are using. So the entire thing only we can call it as a components of DBMS. So that's all about this particular thing. Thank you for watching my video.